3, 2, 1, take. Question: do you love ranch dressing? What? Doesn't sound good. Do it again. 3, 2, 1. Question: do you need a refrigerator-ectomy? What? It's Monday. 3, 2, 1. Try it again. Question: do you need a pantryectomy? Anyway, I think you got the idea. Let's talk about pantries, let's talk about refrigerator, and let's talk about ranch dressing. And let's talk about the fact that you'll never, ever, ever have to buy ranch dressing ever again. Why? Because you're going to make it from scratch. Hi, this is Jan from New York City, and I like to save money, and I realize something. Almost every single one of us, we just do not seem to use up what we have in our pantries and in our refrigerators. I know I'm like 5. Refrigerators. It's Monday. I didn't have my second cup of coffee yet, but you do get the idea. It's the idea of avoiding food waste. And being a little bit creative. We'll talk about that in a minute. You know, I bet you that if you examine the contents of your refrigerator right now, you'll discover that you can delay going to the grocery store for possibly a week. And by doing that, you'll have just saved a week's worth of a grocery haul. Yeah, cha-ching is right. Think about what that could mean in your savings goals and in your budget. Check it out. Challenge yourself this morning. Get into that refrigerator. Look at that pantry. Examine it. See if you could take a piece of paper, get a little organized, look at what you have, write it down, sit down for like a half hour with a nice cup of something that you like to drink, put on some nice music, and figure out if you could get 1 week's worth of lunches or dinners. Breakfast is so interchangeable at any time. See if you can avoid a trip to the grocery store for a whole week. When I come back, we're going to talk about ranch dressing. Yeah, we are. Yeah. Okay, thanks for coming back. Pay attention to these ingredients. I can almost make a money bet that you have at least some of these ingredients, if not all of these ingredients on hand. This is all you need. Salt, black pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, dried parsley flakes, and dill weed. You know, the dried dill. I don't see anything there that's too complicated. What I'm going to do is give you the recipe in the increments that you need to put this together. You put all of the dry ingredients together. You keep it in, whatever jar you have. Keep it nice and airtight. And then you work as you need it. For instance, if you want to make the ranch dressing, all you have to do is take, let's say, 1.5 teaspoons of all the dry ingredients that you have together. And all you have to do is add that to 1/2 cup of mayonnaise. And to that 1/2 cup of mayonnaise, you put like 1/4 cup of buttermilk. Okay, that's if you want that dressing. If you prefer to make it in like a dipping sauce, like for chicken nuggets, if you ever make homemade chicken nuggets, okay, basically you just add 1/2 cup of mayonnaise with 1/2 cup of sour cream. And then you take all the dry ingredients that you have in the jar, you take 1.5 teaspoons of those dry ingredients, and you add it to that mayonnaise sour cream blend, and you have yourself a ranch dip. And if you don't have buttermilk, there are ways you can make your own buttermilk by souring milk with a little bit of vinegar. So, because most of us don't, in real life, don't keep buttermilk in the house. Hey, if you do, God bless you. I personally don't care for it. I use it so infrequently that I usually end up just making my own soured milk, because basically that's what buttermilk is. It's soured milk. And if you don't like buttermilk, I tried a trick with this dressing. You can actually put like a teaspoon of grated Parmesan cheese to that. It works. Gives that little bit of a tartness, a little bit of a salty tang without bothering with the buttermilk. But that's me. That's like making it sort of like a cheesy ranch dressing. The bottom line is, you could get creative. Don't be afraid of your own kitchen. We have been so conditioned as consumers to have to buy everything. Things that we already own. You have the makings of ranch dressing probably all the time in your house. And what do we keep doing? Buying bottles, buying packets. It's just silly. It's just wastefulness. So anyway, that's enough time on that. I just want to throw in a tiny life point before I go. Let me see, I'm at 3 minutes 14. Okay, make it really fast. For those of you who think that you're not entitled to be happy today, no matter what problem comes across in your life, no matter what challenging individual you might work with, a real, those grinding coworkers, you have the right to be happy anyway. So just tell yourself, no matter what happens today, I am going to be happy anyway, and in spite of it. Why? Because life is too short to be miserable. So there. Happy Monday. Happy clean out your refrigerator and pantry day. Try to save yourself a whole week's worth of grocery haul. You might be saving yourself like $100.